Very good evening all the student. Today we are going to study about the very important topic from the cellular pathology, that is apoptosis. So let us study in detail. Today's study outline, we are going to discuss about the definition of apoptosis, followed by the causes of the apoptosis and its mechanism, morphology of apoptosis, and end up with the top 6 questions. So let us now study about the etymology, the word meaning of apoptosis. The apoptosis, the word taken from the Greek apopto, and the word meaning is a falling off or dropping off. For our understanding, it is nothing but programmed cell death. So here we can take it as a apoptosis is nothing but the cell suicide. Where we have last class we have studied about the necrosis, that is the cell murder. So this is a simple difference between the apoptosis and necrosis. So apoptosis here the word meaning is the cell suicide. So let us study about the definition from the source book. It is the pathway of cell death that is introduced by the tightly regulated suicide program by activating the enzyme leads to cell shrinkage, chromatin condensation, formation of apoptotic bodies which are eliminated by the phagocytosis. So this is a simple definition. So here things to remember here, it is a pathway of the cell death. It is introduced by the tightly regulated suicide program. This is the number one important, by activating the enzyme. What enzyme is the caspases that we'll discuss in the mechanism chapter. Activating enzyme leads to cell shrinkage. This is the morphology. There are 4 types of morphological changes of the apoptosis. That is, number 1 is the cell shrinkage, number 2 is the chromatin condensation, number 3 is the formation of apoptotic bodies, number 4 is the phagocytosis. So this is the important points about the definitions. So each one by one we will study in detail. So what is the purpose of this apoptosis? It's a very simple purpose, elimination of unwanted or aged or potentially harm cells. So things that unwanted cells. So there is our body, there is also formation of the immature cells or abnormal cells. So who's eliminating these immature and abnormal cells by the way of apoptosis, and some of the aged cells. So here I am giving some of the cells like hepatocytes, age is approximately 200 to 300 days. Alveolar cells approximately 80 days. Dermal cells have approximately 4 weeks, and RBC have approximately 120 days. Platelet have 10 days, and neutrophil have 2 to 4 days. So after, suppose the RBC, after 120 days, how the RBC is getting died. So that is the nothing but the mechanism is known as the apoptosis. And some of the potentially harm cells like cancer cells and infected cells, viral infected cells or bacterial infected cells, how is getting eliminated from our body. The mechanism is known as the apoptosis. So simple understanding what is the purpose of apoptosis is elimination of unwanted, aged or potentially harm cells. For the simple word we can say apoptosis means coordinated internal programmed cell death. Is a simple word of the apoptosis. So here we can see the cell growth and cell death. This will be our human being containing that approximately 37.2 trillion cells, and balance between the two, cell growth by the cell cycle and cell death by the apoptosis. This balance is maintained by our body. Okay, if you take every day our body is producing 50 to 70 billion of the cells per day approximately. At the same time 50 to 70 billion of the cells are getting apoptosis by the single day. So this equilibrium or maintaining the homeostasis is maintaining by this apoptosis. So that is the importance of apoptosis. Without apoptosis our body cannot do the homeostasis. So this is simple purpose of the apoptosis. So let us study about the summary of apoptosis. Here I am giving the summary. In the further slides we are going to explain about the details. Enzyme, we are studied into the definition by activating the enzyme. What is the name of the enzyme here? It is a very important, is a caspases. So that caspases activate the endonucleosis that leads to chromatin condensation, that leads to formation of apoptotic bodies, that apoptotic bodies will be eliminated by the phagocytosis. So this is the 4 important points, or you can say it is a summary of the apoptosis. So you can see it here. Very beautiful picture is given by the 8th edition of Robinson. Thanks to those books, you can see it here. Each apoptotic bodies. This each small apoptotic bodies. This is the formation of apoptotic bodies, and this will be elimination by the phagocytosis. So this is simple understanding about the summary of the apoptosis. Now study the characteristic of apoptosis. There are 2 characteristics of apoptosis. Number 1, involvement of the single cell. Number 2, absence of the inflammations. So when coming to the differentiation between necrosis and apoptosis, we'll study little more details. You can see there is involvement of the single cell. You can see it here. The single cell will be involved, and you can see the cytoplasmic changes, eosinophilic cytoplasm, and you can see the nuclear changes also here. So the single cell involvement in case of apoptosis is a very important point. Now study the causes of apoptosis. Causes of apoptosis, for our better understanding, we divided into the 2 type of the causes. One is physiological causes, another one is the pathological causes. So let us study about the physiological causes of apoptosis. So very important one is embryogenesis. During organ development, so everything, the apoptosis mechanism helps. So without this apoptosis mechanism, during embryo, suppose embryogenesis, apoptosis mechanism is not happening, so we will not get like this structure, like a liver will not get like this shape, and heart will not get like this, everything, the skin, like we have the 5 fingers, that everything is made up of by the mechanism of apoptosis. And another example is physiological mechanism is the hormonal withdrawal, like endometrial shedding during every menstrual cycle. That is the simplest examples of the apoptosis. At the same time, ovarian follicle atresia in the menopause. Sorry. And last one, post-inflammatory response. So this is the some of the physiological causes of the apoptosis. There are 5 pathological causes. Number 1, DNA damage. Every day we are getting the DNA damage, and every day we are getting rid of this DNA damage. So example, by the way of radiation, chemotherapy, hypoxia, elimination of misfolded protein. This is a very important. While formation of biochemical mechanism, some of the misfolded protein will be formed, that will be eliminated by the apoptosis. So example is severe degenerative disorders, especially into the CNS and Alzheimer's disease. This is the examples of the misfolded protein. And cell death in infections, like a virus, some of the virus, adenovirus, HIV virus, hepatitis virus, this will produce cell death of particular cells. So that will be examples of the apoptosis. The 4th one is the tumor, that is a neoplasia. Very interesting chapter. The further class we will explain. And 5th one, pathological atrophy of the organ after duct obstructions. So this is the once the duct obstruction, after the duct there is some organs will be getting atrophied. So this atrophy organs is the pathological atrophy of the organ after duct obstruction is the greatest examples of the pathological type of apoptosis. Example is pancreas, kidney and parotid glands. So this is the 5 examples of the pathological type of apoptosis, or 5 causes of the pathological type of apoptosis. Pathogenesis. So here we will study the pathogenesis. Here before I am studying in detail, I am giving summary for better understanding. The pathogenesis have 2 type of pathway. One is intrinsic pathway, another one is the extrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway because of internal causes, and extrinsic pathway because of the external causes. Here things to remember here, intrinsic pathway is by the mitochondria, and extrinsic pathway by the death receptor which is present into the cell membrane. And this intrinsic pathway stimulate the Caspase-9, and extrinsic pathway stimulate the Caspase-8 as well as the Caspase-10. That leads to that activate the Caspase-367 that helps to form the apoptotic body that will be eliminated by the phagocytosis. So this is a summary of the pathogenesis. There are two pathways, and one pathway is by the mitochondria, another pathway by the cell receptor which is present into the cell membrane, and Caspase-9 will be by the intrinsic pathway, and Caspase-8 and 10 will be activated by extrinsic pathway that leads to activation of the 367 that leads to formation of apoptotic bodies that will be eliminated by the phagocytosis. Now we'll study one by one what is intrinsic pathway and what is extrinsic pathway in detail with the simple examples. This is the normal one, normal human cells. You can see here it is a cell membrane, and this is the mitochondria, and this one will be the microtubules, and this part will be the microfilaments, and this one it is a very important. This is the IAP, that is the inhibitor of apoptosis, and this is the lysosome, and this is the vacuoles, and this is the nucleus. So this is the important one, mitochondria. Okay, this is the normal cell have the component of the normal cytoplasmic organelles. Now we'll study intrinsic pathway. As we studied intrinsic pathway, the main organelles is the mitochondria. So what is the causes? I told you these are internal causes. What are the internal causes? Radiation and misfolded protein and DNA damage. So that leads to this everything. This internal causes will be sensed by the apoptotic sensor. So what is apoptotic sensor? Which is present into the BH3 protein. What is BH3 protein? This BH3 protein is the family of BCL2 family. This BCL2 family present into the chromosome number 18. Some of the examples of this BH3 protein molecule is the BIM, BAD, BIT, NOXA and BUMA. This is the nothing but it is the apoptotic sensor. What is the work of this apoptotic sensor is, this apoptotic sensor will identify the internal causes, whether it is radiation is taking place or misfolded is protein is present or not. Everything will be identified or sensed by the apoptotic sensor. So once it is BH3 protein will be activated, this BH3 protein have two type of genes. One is the pro-apoptotic genes, another one is the anti-apoptotic genes. Some of the examples of pro-apoptotic genes is BAC and BAX, and anti-apoptotic gene is BCL1 and 2, BCL extra large, that is XL, and BCL1. So most of the MCQ questions, this BH3 protein containing both type of genes, pro-apoptotic genes as well as to the anti-apoptotic genes. Okay, where this is present? So this is present if you say about the outer membrane. As we know, the mitochondria have the two type of membrane, outer membrane and inner membrane. Outer membrane consists of anti-apoptotic genes and inner membrane consists of the pro-apoptotic genes. And this one will be the cytochrome C, and this protein will be the SMAC dihaloprotein. This is the normal thing which is present into the mitochondria. So here outer membrane consists of anti-apoptotic genes, inner membrane consists of pro-apoptotic genes, and cytochrome C is present inside the crypt of the mitochondria, and SMAC dihaloprotein which is present inside the mitochondria. So this is the simple thing. So here the internal causes will be sensed by the BH3 protein. So once the BH3 proteins consist of pro-apoptotic genes and anti-apoptotic genes. So normally mitochondria outer membrane is non-permeable. It's a very important normal. What happens in apoptosis? Mitochondrial outer membrane is permeable due to activation of the pro-apoptotic genes. So what happens? The pro-apoptotic gene which is present into the inner membrane. This inner membrane pro-apoptotic genes will be activated. That will make the pore to the outer membrane. So that leads to the mitochondrial outer membrane will be the permeable. That means it will make the pore. Why it is making the pore? Because it is the activation of the pro-apoptotic genes. Why it is normally not activating? Because it is present into the inner membrane. So when the apoptosis mechanism, This pro-apoptotic genes will be activated. Normally, the pro-apoptotic genes will be inactivated. Okay. So once it is it makes the pro-apoptotic genes will makes the pore to the outer membrane. So from the outer membrane there is a cytoplasmic cytochrome C will be come out. Cytochrome C will be come out. So this cytochrome C here it is, remember, it is a systolic cytochrome C. So this cytochrome C now will comes to the cytoplasm and will join with the APAF gene, anti-apoptotic activating factor 1 gene. So that we are calling as a apoptosomes. So what is apoptosomes? Apoptosome is a combination of the cytochrome C plus APAF1. This apoptosome will activate the Caspase-9. This is a very important. So here the normally membrane, outer membrane is not non-permeable, but because of activation of the pro-apoptotic genes, it will be permeable. So that leads to release of the cytochrome C. This release of cytochrome C joined with the APAF1 gene, factor that leads to the apoptogenes. That apoptogenes will activate the Caspase-9. So here another mechanism, this SMAC diabloprotein normally which is present inside the mitochondria, and this will, there is a one more protein which is present in the cytoplasm is known as the inhibitor apoptosis protein. This is the inhibitor, this is the IAP, this is the inhibitor apoptotic protein. So this will be help, normally this will be activated. So that means apoptosis not normally means normally not happening in the cells. But when this SMAC diabloprotein, that will inactivate this IAP protein, that leads to the activation of the apoptosis mechanism. So that's about the extrinsic pathway and intrinsic pathway. Let us study about the extrinsic pathway. Extrinsic pathway, as we told, the causes is the external causes. Example is the radiation. So that is known as the Fas ligand. This external causes will be identified by the death receptor, that is known as the Fas receptor. What is Fas receptor? First apoptotic signal receptor. This first Fas receptor is a family of tumor necrosing factor family. This is very important for the MCQ. It's a family of tumor necrosing factor family. Okay. Otherwise known as the CD95. Okay. This is the one Fas receptor. Okay. So this once the external cause will be identified by the death receptor, and this activates the FAD, FADD. What is FADD? Fast associated death domain. This is the one. So once the Fas receptor will get activated by the ligand, so this will activate the FAD. So that will stimulate the Caspase-8. This is the Caspases. So this is Caspase-8. So this is the simplest mechanism of the extrinsic pathway of the apoptosis. Now we studied in the intrinsic pathway, Caspase-9 will be activated. In extrinsic pathway, Caspase-8 as well as Caspase-10 will get activated. So this both will activate the Caspase-367. So that 367, that activation of the endonucleosis and cytoskeletal protein breakdown. What is cytoskeletal breakdown? That we have seen about the microtubule, microfilament. So that will be breakdown, and endonucleosis will break down the DNA. So that leads to formation of the apoptotic bodies. This is a very important. You can see here the formation of the apoptotic bodies. So which one is helping for the formation of apoptotic bodies is the two. One is endonucleosis and another one is the cytoskeletal breakdown. So who's making? That is the Caspase-367. That is a very important. So now, how phagocyte, that means macrophages, identify the apoptotic bodies? By three mechanisms. Normally, this phosphatidylserine, normally which is present into the inner cell membrane. But what happens in the apoptotic body, that will express into the outer cell membrane. That is the one. Next is apoptotic body express the adhesive glycoprotein, that is a thrombospondin. And third one, apoptotic bodies coated with a complement factor C1 cube. The complement factor, further class I will explain. Very beautiful chapter for the learning for immunology. Okay. Because of this, three will be sensed by the phagocytic macrophages. This phagocytoserine and thrombospondin and complement factor. So this will be sensed by the phagocytic macrophages receptor that leads to the last mechanism of apoptosis is the phagocytosis. So that's about the simple pathogenesis of the apoptosis. Here the simple diagram, thanks to those books, Robinson Basic Pathology, 8th editions. So this is the intrinsic pathway, this is the extrinsic pathway. You can see this is the intrinsic causes, that means the internal causes, misfolded protein. Example, this misfolded protein is identified by the BCL2 family. So as we know, BCL2 family is, there are two type of genes. One is the pro-apoptotic genes and anti-apoptotic genes. So that leads to activation of the pro-apoptotic genes. That leads to cytochrome C will come out. This cytochrome C will initiate the caspases, that is the caspase 9. So that will be execute is 3, 6, 7, and the same time extrinsic, that is a TNS receptor, tumor necrosing factor receptor, that will, here it is the caspase 8 and 10. So this 9, 8, 10 will activate the caspases 3, 6, 7, that will activate the endonucleosis and breakdown of the cytoskeletal protein. So you can see that DNA fragmentation by the endonucleosis and breakdown that leads to formation of the apoptotic body. See, this is the one apoptotic body. These apoptotic bodies will be the phagocytosis, the macrophages will be identified by the three mechanism. See, this is the mechanism identified and elimination of the apoptotic body by the phagocytosis. Mechanism of the phagocytosis. This is the simplest, easy to understand. So study once more, then it is very easy to study. Okay, now we'll study about the morphology of the apoptosis. As we studied, there are 4 types of morphology. Number 1, cell shrinkage. Number 2, chromatin condensation. Number 3, formation of apoptotic bodies. Number 4, phagocytosis of apoptotic bodies by the macrophages. This is the very important morphological findings of the apoptosis. Now we'll study about the difference between necrosis and apoptosis. Very important for the MCQ, Viva, as well as into the university examinations. Here I am giving 4-5 points. Meaning, as we know, necrosis is the premature cell death, where there is apoptosis is the programmed cell death. For simple understanding, the necrosis we can call it as a cell murder, where the apoptosis we can call it as the cell suicide. And here the group of cells will be involved in case of necrosis, where there is single cell will be involved in case of apoptosis. Organ involvement in case of cell membrane in case of necrosis, and mitochondria in case of apoptosis. And very important to differentiate, inflammation is present in case of necrosis and absent in case of apoptosis. And most of the necrosis are purely pathological causes, and most of the apoptosis causes both pathological as well as into the physiological causes. And which enzyme? There is hydrolytic enzyme will be activated or important for the necrosis pathology, where there is a caspases is the enzyme is important for the apoptosis pathology. And morphology, cell swelling you can see in case of necrosis and cell shrinkage in case of apoptosis. DNA degradation, random degradation of the DNA you can see into the necrosis, and non-random degradation of the DNA in case of apoptosis. Very important for the MCQ questions. And nuclear changes you can see pycnosis, choriorrhexis and choriolysis in case of necrosis, and choriorrhexis in case of apoptosis. And ATP dependent, the necrosis is the no ATP dependent, that is otherwise known as a passive process, where there is apoptosis is the ATP is required. So we are call it as the ATP dependent, or it is the active process. So this is the difference between necrosis and apoptosis. End of my class. So here I am giving the summary. What we learned: apoptosis are coordinated and internal programmed cell death, which helps to elimination of unwanted, old or potentially harm cells. Characteristic of apoptosis is involvement of the single cell, absence of inflammation, and intact cell membrane. Excess apoptosis you can see into the neurodegenerative disorder. Example is Alzheimer's disease, and loss of apoptosis you can see into the neoplasm. The organ involvement in the apoptosis is mitochondria. Hallmark of apoptosis is activation of the caspase and mitochondrial membrane permeabilization. And another one, examples of apoptotic bodies are, some of the examples I am giving, Councilman bodies that we can see into the, in case of liver pathology, and Cuvette bodies that we can see into the skin pathology. The cytosolic cytochrome C is responsible for apoptosis. Here the word it is a cytosolic is very important. Normally cytochrome C which is present inside the mitochondria, so that is a mitochondrial cytochrome C. But here I am using the word it is a cytosolic cytochrome C is responsible for apoptosis. Very important for the MCQs. And SMAC diabloprotein is inactivate the IAP, inhibitor of apoptosis. The IAP normally present into the cytoplasm, and SMAC diabloprotein normally will present into the mitochondria. So when this from the mitochondria it will come out, when it comes to the cytoplasm it will inactivate the IAP, or in other words SMAC diabloprotein will activate the process of the apoptosis. The normal cell and some of virus, example is HIV virus, having some protein is called the PLIP which inhibit the apoptosis. Some of the questions you can normally ask, why normal cells not happening apoptosis? Why? Because of presence of this protein, PLIP protein, as well as the IAP that is responsible for inactivate the apoptosis. So that's all about the end of class. So now I'll end up with the top 6 questions I collected from the different examination like a UPSC or other examinations. So try to answer into the YouTube comment box. So the first question, the earliest changes seen in the apoptosis. Number 1, nuclear changes. Number 2, formation of apoptotic bodies. Number 3, fragmentation of the cells. Number 4, cell shrinkage. Question number 2, the true about apoptosis are all except clumping of chromatin, inflammation is present, chromosomal breakage, cell shrinkage. Question number 3, apoptotic bodies are cell membrane bound with organelles, clumped chromatin bodies, no nucleus with organelles, pycnotic nucleus without organelles. Number 4, true about apoptosis are loss of membrane integrity, require energy, cytoplasmic swelling, cell self-initiated. Question number 5, in apoptosis, cytochrome C act through the BCL2, tumor necrosis factor, APAF1, FADD. Question number 6, apoptosis regulated by which genes? P53, BRAC, RB gene, N-MYC. So write your answer in correct answer in the YouTube comment box. So after some time I will write it into the correct answer. So thanks to one and all. This is those my reference. So without this reference, my class will not be fulfilled. So thanks to those reference. So once more I am giving the credit to those books. So without this reference of this book, my class will not be fulfilled. So thanks to those reference. That is the end of my class. So I always quote with a small quoting, that is knowledge is our power. So study well. So next class we will go with a very beautiful chapter, that is inflammation. So thanks to all.